Welcome to the Bittersweet Show. My name is Jaimee and on today's episode is very near and dear to my heart because we have the world famous Vogue Evolution. They are in Atlanta performing here at Club Miami for Tracks Girls. So stay tuned for the interview and don't forget to pay attention to the bittersweet questions. I'm Jaimee Balenciaga. Welcome to the Bittersweet Show, where everyone has a story, and no matter what you've been through or can relate to, everybody's life at one point has been bittersweet. Welcome to the Bittersweet Show. I'm Jaimee Balenciaga, and I'm sitting here with the world's famous Vogue Evolution. And as I told you before, I'm from the underground ballroom scene, so it is such an honor to be sitting with them because they are from the underground ballroom scene as well. So I want to start off by introducing them. So, hello, fellas. Welcome to my show.
Hi. So, Jaimee, you know how we do.
And start off by telling us your names and where each one of you are from.
Pony, Jordan Zion, Jay-Z, and I'm from New York, Harlem, all day, every day.
Yes.
I'm Deshawnee Visu, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Prince Milan, and I'm from Manhattan.
Malachi Garcon, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Ooh, Garcon. Wait a second. I didn't get that memo. You used to be previously Allure, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Change for the better.
Okay. I hear that. And bringing up, as you mentioned, all your houses, it's such a great thing to see all these houses come together and do something so fantastic. So let's just start off by saying, like, how'd you come up with the idea of Vogue Evolution and where'd it come about?
Well, me and Deshawn used to work at POCC, and I've always had a passion to start like voguing and stuff, like a Vogue company, and take ballroom outside. So I had an idea. I told Deshawn about it. He said, whenever you're ready. We got ready.
Right.
And it started as a program at POCC, People of Color in Crisis. And we later on met with Vivica Muglia, Sage, and he was always been down for it.
Right.
So we just decided to get all the best people, so we hand selected the best people.
Okay.
And really it started off like with just our community, you know what I'm saying, outlet, something like the Pussycat Dolls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a bunch of us.
Right.
And I basically picked who would do the shows. So some of us would do Bronx Pride, different group would do another Pride show, and this very amazing selection did America's Best Dance Group.
Right. Which I'm very proud, and I watched eagerly every week. But how many are there of you in the group altogether?
Well, right now,
or in the program,
we have about 6 or 7 principals.
Okay.
That's including Vivica and Rosello Milan. But it's about the community. You know what I'm saying? Like each show, we invite, if possible, other people from the community, like Christina, come do a show with us. Vogue Evolution.
Right.
You know, it's about anybody who has evolutionized Vogue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's evolved so much.
Yes, it has. And it's crazy because I had Icon Andre Mizrahi on my first show, and he talked so highly of you. And it's crazy how he was on the Apollo, he was on Honey, and then it's like the next generation took it to another level. You know, because when he was, your age, they didn't have the contest.
Right.
So how did you get involved in MTV, and did you go to, how many tryouts did you get to the show?
Well, it took 2 tryouts. We made the first one actually, but we had to take care of some personal issues with like members in the group, so it stopped us from going. When we auditioned the second time, we made it, and there were no flaws, no issues, no problems, and we were just ready, willing, and able to be there.
They actually tried to get us back season
3.
Oh yeah, begging us to come back, and we were
really.
Yeah, we went through our
we auditioned season 2, and they wanted us to come back for season 3, but we just had a lot of things that we had to do, and just different parts of our lives, just working full time, school, stuff like that. So we couldn't do it then.
So there is a time for everything, though. That's
Definitely,
why, and it was definitely your time.
Yeah, this time was perfect. I think this time was perfect.
Was a virtual.
Yeah, it was definitely your time. So what else do you do besides this? Like, I know you choreograph, and I don't know really too much about you except for ballroom, because that's where I know you from.
Right.
So let's just tell our audience a little bit what you do on the side as well, or what you want to do.
Choreographer. Been doing this since the age of 10. I love creating. That's my whole thing, creating different doorways, especially for our community.
Right.
You know, that's what we're about, taking our community outside of ballroom. So that's mainly what I do, work with different artists, and about to put Vogue Evolution on Broadway, honey.
Right,
Yeah.
wow, that's
what we're
big.
doing. Yeah,
that would
honey.
be hot.
Yeah, heard that.
Oh, I'm doing the acting modeling thing.
Okay.
So, I mean, I model part-time. I do the acting thing part-time, too,
Right.
and also the dancing. But, you know, those are just my main focus, is stick
Okay.
in that entertainment business.
Me? I do a little bit modeling, but I'm gonna really stay intact with dancing. Like seriously, I'm gonna try to go into back of dancing. Like try to stick myself to scholarships if I can.
Right.
I'm gonna really get into it. Like
Right.
get down and gritty, back into my roots.
Right.
That's about it. That's what I'm gonna do.
For myself, right now, I'm a full-time dancer because Pony makes me.
Right.
So I'm back to dancing again. I was doing it on and off for a number of years. If I wasn't dancing, or when Vogue Evolution, can go on a little hiatus, I plan on going back to school for medical billing and coding.
Okay.
So I'll be in school.
Okay. Yeah, and I noticed, like, I'm a dancer as well, so I always have took gravity towards all of y'all because your technique, you always point your toes. Everything is always on point. So all of you have had prior training, like real training.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because Voguing trains you on its own. Like
Right.
even with us having our backgrounds, it's like I've learned how to spin better in voguing than I did in
Right.
taking regular jazz,
Right,
and taking
right,
modern, and
right.
spotting. Voguing
Right,
teaches
right.
you how to go for it, and you just
Right.
learn how to just control gravity.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. Now I want to ask a little personal question, being that you guys are very good looking, and are all of you all single? My audience might have some watchers that are interested.
I'm
Yes,
single.
yes.
Mingle, mingle.
Yes.
Or single. Yeah, we
Okay.
don't have no lives outside of Vogue Evolution, so no one wants to deal with us.
Right.
Okay. I know that.
No, we tried. Trust me.
And I'm
You don't want that heartache. Trust me.
We
You
tried.
don't want that heartache.
Like, we laugh at celebrities and we're like, how do they get why don't y'all make it work? Blah blah blah. And yeah, we live it. It's like, oh, you can't call me no more.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you
Yeah.
think you big
Yeah.
time?
Right.
So we get flashed a lot now. Like,
Okay. And also the last question before I get to the bitter and sweet questions. If you can leave one thing behind, like if Vogue Evolution had to stop right now, what is one thing that you leave on to like kids coming up, or what would you want your legacy to be?
That's a lovely question. I think me personally, I'm sure everybody has their own different experience in Vogue Evolution. Me personally, I always say that, and we always say that, just allowing people to be comfortable in their skin. Not allowing the world, when somebody tells you no, that means yes.
Right.
And
Right.
knowing, what I'm saying, be who you have to be, build, create, break doors,
Right.
and if it seems hard, and if the chains seem too tight, break through them.
Right.
That's when it's time to go through.
Right,
It's
right. And we
easy
know,
to be fab, but it's
right.
easy. You ain't fab until you sat down the legends.
Right.
You can sit there on the stars and stuff and try to get a name, but man,
But
you
if
gotta
you
get
get
the
through a group of
legends.
faggots,
You
then
get
you're
through a
good.
group of faggots. Okay, very that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's me personally,
Okay.
I think if we was to stop tomorrow, like something that I think we could leave behind is definitely just being fearless and just having a good support system. Like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Pony Deshawn, Prince, and Naomi.
Right.
And I'm sure they could say the same as well. So just having a good support system, not having fear, because fear would have kept us home. It would have kept us in New York.
Right. That is
So
true.
I mean, if we could leave that behind, definitely that would be a wonderful meal.
It was a lot of fear.
Awesome.
It was a lot of fear.
Speaking of Naomi, I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but speaking of Naomi, she is out because she has sprained ankle.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lele smashed her
We
ankle.
miss you. We miss you.
Yes, Lele smashed her ankle.
Oh, well,
And-
send her my love. Please send
Yes.
her my love.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
We will.
Okay, did you guys want to answer that question, or you want me to move on to?
I mean, it's basically
Yeah,
the
same
same
thing.
thing.
Okay.
It's like,
Thing.
yeah, you just have to keep going. It's like,
Yeah,
don't
that's what we
stop.
had in the over there in Cali was just fear, like bitch, and we just like, oh, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Just
Right.
throw it. So we just throw
right,
it.
right. Okay, cool.
774 Accessories is an accessory retreat located in the heart of downtown in Old Fourth Ward. We have something for every personality with our classy, one-of-a-kind, sophisticated handbags, necklaces, bracelets, rings, and watches. We are the first and only full accessory boutique in the Atlanta metropolitan area, located at 482 Edgewood Avenue.
774 Accessories. Shop like a celebrity at a modest price. Come get 7.